Day 2, Redbrook to Llantilio, Crossenny. We've just pulled up, going to start the day. Bud's wandering around. He's actually lost one of his walking boots, so he's going to have to try and walk in a newish pair of other boots that he's got, which could be fun for him. Today, it said in my guidebook, mostly lowland farm walking, fairly easy terrain, but we've looked at the map and we've driven through the countryside to drop the car off, and it don't look flat at all. We've got a big climb at the beginning, going up to some height with some naval buildings on which we'll approach from. Then we head into Monmouth, through Monmouth and out west of Monmouth into the countryside, finishing off in Llantilio, Crossenny. That's the spryest you're going to see him today. We're alright, we're all nursing bits of aches and pains, but not too bad at all. Stretching exercises going on. Anyway, well, onwards and upwards, I guess. Just getting to the top of the first climb, straight out of the town we started in. It's quite a steady incline.
Yeah. Not letting up though, is it?
Yeah. And it carries on. I think we just left Redbrook, wasn't it? It was just leaving Redbrook, going to Offa Redbrook actually. We go up there. What? Whoever holds fair. So we got that for the rest of the week. We got a bit of a welcome party. That dog barking at us. Seems confused now because he was barking at us and Mark had just gone, come on boy, hello. Give it the old friendly treatment. He doesn't know what to do now. We're as you can see, we're carrying on, still ascending. I think we'll hit the top of the ridge soon. Oh, he started again. We've left Redbrook behind that way now. Carry on. He'll keep that up until we leave him behind, I guess. Yeah, as Bud just said, I think we're heading out that way over that countryside. Mark's just announced that he's got a blister on his heel, right heel, so I'll film him. Film his torment today. Leave you with this guy. What you see before you, I think that one's the roundhouse. Built about 1800s. Now I'm just about to take you over to the view that's supposed to be so much revered by Nelson when he visited here in 1803. Actually came here for a public breakfast with Lord and Lady Hamilton, and by then I assume he was already having the affair, much publicised affair with Lady Hamilton. Came here 2 years before his death at Trafalgar, and he was said to say how much he enjoyed the views, and you can see why.
Fantastic.
Splendid, isn't it? That's actually the direction we're going to be walking in today as well, through Monmouth, out the other side to Llantilio, Crossenny.
Yeah, I think that was Black Knight. We're walking out sort of that way, so I would have thought those were the black ones. And that one there is Sugarloaf, isn't it?
I think it's Sugarloaf, yeah.
Sugarloaf,
yeah, Sugarloaf at the back, partially hidden by one whose name I've forgotten.
So Sugarloaf is actually at the foot of the Black Mountains. But they must be the Black Mountains going further.
We must walk out through the back of the Monmouth that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of out towards there.
And then it looks like there's a hill then.
Kingswood, that might be.
Yeah.
Immediately after Monmouth.
I'll look in the book in a minute.
Actually as high as this, isn't it?
I think we're about 700 foot up here.
Not far off, I think that's about 600.
Yeah.
So the further away you are, the later it looks.
Stop here and deal with it if you want, mate.
Down and do it. Or you got somewhere.
You might be sorry later if you don't.
It will be.
It's a beautiful view. I think that's Sugarloaf over there.
Well, that could be, those are the Breckons over there. Those are the Black Mountains. You've got Black Mountains, Breckons, and you've got more Black Mountains the other side.
I think that's Sugarloaf.
Ever been on?
Black Mountains and Breckons.
Is it worth doing?
Black Mountains are nice. Breckons are where the SAS train. Yes, the Breckons are nicer.
They're wilder, aren't they?
The Black Mountains have done it, and it was a horizontal rainman we done. And they had to rescue a load of Italian soldiers off the top because they were hit with them. But yeah, they're nice. The Breckons, Penny Fanning and stuff.
There's Mark dealing with his blister before it gets any worse.
Actually, I'll tell you what, yeah, you can actually see.
Black Mountains over there is actually, we're going to do part of this week's walk in I think 2 days time when we pass Llantilio Priory. That's going to be over there. Gives us some idea of the distance we've yet to cover.
Actually, we must go out
Got a little-
over that to our car over there, and then tomorrow he's up that way. It's a long way, isn't it?
It's a long way.
Taking them in.
I think
I'm
so.
not looking.
Woodland track that is descending into Monmouth. Monmouth. Walk down from off Kilman Heights now. We're working our way through the high street. That was the direction we came from. You can see the guys up ahead. That's where we're going, towards the gatehouse there. You cross the road without being killed, that'll be a bonus. I did cross the road without being killed, but I had to turn the camera off to do it. I'm not sure how old this gatehouse is, I think 13th century, I'm guessing. I half remember a bit of literature of it.
Over the bridge.
That's where it overlooks. It says the Mono Bridge. Looks like it's built circa 1270, town defence at the time, and the only surviving medieval bridge in Britain. with the gate cover. Amazing. And through it we go. Medieval gatehouse. Mark's just pointed it out. It is worth filming. That's the gatehouse we've just come through. Swinging back around, and there's where we were with the wonderful view that we came in film. Walk straight down from there. And just we'll be carrying on up that way through Monmouth and out the other side. We're not entirely sure, not 100%, but we think that hill in front of us with the trees on it is Kingswood Hill, which we've actually got to climb as we're leaving Monmouth. We're in the sort of suburbs of Monmouth now. Town centre is back that way. As you can hear, it's a lot quieter now we're leaving. Apparently we walk off that way, but yeah, I think that hill in the distance, or near distance, is probably where we'll be having lunch. Obviously the way we just walked. Well and truly leaving Monmouth behind now. I'm not as convinced that's the hill I thought we were walking up, but we seem to be skirting it, unless the road swings round. But that's where we're going. The rest of the day, from what I gather, there is a big climb up Kings Hill. But after that, it's pretty much like this, from what I gather, farmland, valleyland, and we're hoping we finish before about 9 o'clock tonight. Right, start to climb what we think is Kings Hill. That's the first bit we've done. Well, obviously carry on climbing. Somewhere up there. Once we're at the top, we think we're going to start for lunch.
White Hill Wood this is.
This is White Hill Wood. Adjoining Kingswood.
Yeah, Kingswood's over there, and we don't actually go through Kingswood, it's
right.
White Hill.
White Hill. There you go. We're at the top. Here comes Joe. That's the last of the trail. Once you break out into the open, you've got a bit more view. But, we think we're going to stop and have lunch here because, as Bod's demonstrating, we've got a handy bench and we've had enough for a while.
See ya.
Strong shaped tree.
Keep clicking on the way up.
There it is. We're going to have lunch here, mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that the top there then?
We think so.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Well, thank God for that.
Top with views. Eating lunch. Just having a bit of a rest before we go on. This is Kingswood. If we look in the book, we are on Kingswood, which we're gonna go that way downwards, get off the wood, then we're walking across what says in the book is low-lying farmland, but we've got our doubts because on the maps there's contour lines everywhere. Nevertheless, we reckon we're about a third of the way through the walk, maybe 4.5 miles.
Wasp gun in your bag, Carl.
Is it? Doesn't learn, does it, that one? What's hurting?
What for?
What's hurting?
Everything.
Everything. Then I should take some. We're just walking past a place called Hendry Farm and over some pasture land there. Stuck at the top for a while. Sweeping view around. That's where we've just come from. Let's quickly shoot this bit. More pasture walk really. Walkers over there. We came from that way. It's been much the same as this for a while now. Farmland and pasture and tussocky grass. Continues to take us through pasture, but we're climbing now, as you can see by this Redbrook right up. That's where we've come. It's allowing us views increasingly higher, and well, you can just see Joe disappearing around the corner there. That's where we're going. Sugarloaf Mountain. We've stopped in a farmyard called the Grange. Car coming, guys. Obviously the owner's dog. Scarper in there.
I noticed, yeah.
I don't know much life in the battery, but we're back at the church where we started off, heading home tomorrow. Another walk similar tomorrow, and we end at the beginning of the ridge. Day after is the ridge walk. But we're back in Llantilio, Crossenny, and